It's the new 105.3 The Beat. You know who it is, DJ Scream. Of course, this is Hoodrich Radio. Special guest just pulled up on me by the name of Melody Holt. Melody Holt she has so many titles. Let everybody know what time it is, Melody.
What's up, everybody?
Yourself.
Absolutely. What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Melody Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville in the house. The #1 show on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Definitely is on Saturday nights.
You already know.
I'll be tuned in.
I appreciate that.
I'll be tuned in. So you're a business owner. You're a singer. You're, I guess an entrepreneur is a business owner.
Yes, sir.
Run down your accolades and your titles so people can know what's going on with you.
Absolutely. So I am an educator turned entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for 10 plus years now, and been able to, take my company in 3 years to $1 million company, multi-million in 5, and pitched a show to Carlos King of Kingdom Reign that would focus on business, black business particularly. And so here we are a few years later.
So that show is Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Yes, it is.
So you're the creator of the whole Love and Marriage brand?
Yes, sir.
So everywhere it goes, that's you came up with that.
Absolutely.
Super dope. I love it. So what made you comfortable with, I guess, taking your personal life and your marriage and putting it on TV? Because sometimes a lot of people say that can hurt the marriage, you know what I'm saying? Put strain on the family.
Yeah.
Like, what made you comfortable with telling your story and putting your life on TV?
So I've always believed in keeping it 100 and being transparent. I think so many times we're taught not to expose or be transparent about things going on in our lives, and then we hold all that in, and then eventually you have this big explosion of emotions. So I've always felt it necessary to be open, transparent, and authentic, and no matter what you're doing. So for me, it was, if I'm going to do a reality TV show, then I'm going to do a real reality TV show. It ain't going to be one thing in front of the camera and another thing behind closed doors. So that's what y'all got with Love and Marriage Huntsville. So when y'all saw me throwing clothes and cursing somebody out, it's because that's how I was feeling for real.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So there's two things I'm going to say. This is the only feedback I'm going to give on the show. Good feedback. The father of your children is a very unique individual. That's the best way I could say it. Okay. You could say it another way. He was a very unique individual. A lot of quotables from him throughout the season.
Oh,
for sure.
God. You got some quotables for him? What?
The main quotable was, and I ain't gonna lie, I choked on my drink that night when he was like, she don't tell me, she don't compliment me no more. She don't tell me how it is. So, what did he say?
Yeah, that I stopped complimenting him.
But how I look, babe, or something he said crazy. Like, what? We'll get to that in a second. And the other thing is, because I'm all about, unity and love and positive vibes, I think you and old girl need to be straight. You know who I'm talking about? Old girl.
Letitia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be straight. I know you can't give it away because there's another season coming, but are y'all in a better space? It seemed like towards the end of the season, she looking away.
Well, this is the thing. Here's the thing. I can only speak for myself and how I feel and where my heart is. Me personally, I'm in a better space.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I've had so much going on in my life the past year, 2-3 years. It's like, I have no time for any nonsense. I have no time for negative energy taking up space in my mind and my spirit, so I made the conscious decision to be in a better space.
So y'all can walk by each other and be straight.
Absolutely. I'd be like, what's up, girl?
Okay.
Absolutely. Do we talk on the phone? No.
Yeah, you ain't got to be buddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I can't speak for her, but I can do that. Yeah.
Got you. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say, so everything that you went through or have gone through with the father of your children, obviously has influenced the show, but I think it's influencing this music you're putting out too. Is that correct? Oh,
absolutely. So, I have had a love for music and arts for a long time. My first performance was when I was 5. So I've always, in some shape or form, been, I play piano, so I've always been into the music and the arts, acting, plays, pageants, all of that. And so as I began to go through this big crisis in my life, I found music to be a way for me to release my emotions, put it to music and just really express how I'm feeling. So you get some of that on the show anyway, but when you can have that more intimate moment without all the cameras, not all the lights, and just really pour your soul and heart out, that's what I was able to do. Hence, now we've got Telltale Signs.
There you go. Did you just do a rendition of the Sunshine Anderson Heard It All Before, or did you remake it, or was you just performing it?
No, that's just the opening for my performance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got you. Super dope. Super dope. So speaking of Love and Marriage Huntsville and the father of your children, so in that situation in the relationship, there was a point where you kind of knew, I guess he was stepping out on you, right? At some point, You knew that, right?
Yeah. So, it was a situation where I found out in March of 2017. And so this relationship he'd had outside of the marriage had already been happening for 2 years. I didn't even know. I had no suspicion, no idea, didn't think in a million years that my husband was cheating on me. And so I found out in 2017. And of course, nobody gets married to get divorced.
For sure.
We know nobody's perfect. So it's okay, in my opinion, to give people the opportunity to get it together. And that's pretty much what I did.
So for clarity, at that point, when you found out and y'all discussed it, he had the opportunity to make things right still at that point.
Absolutely. Okay. And he guaranteed me that he was. So it was one of those situations where I thought that we were moving in a better place. I thought we had gone through the infidelity thing and gotten past it and gotten over it. And by the time the cameras came to film, I had just found out like a week or two before that he was still, maybe a week, I think, that he was been back talking to this chick. So that's what made all of it hit the cameras and hit the screens. Because, again, I ain't going to be one way behind closed doors and put on for the camera.
Yeah. And I think the interesting thing is it seems like the split, it seems like somehow it got reversed and put on you. Like it was your fault.
Ain't that what most people do whenever they mess up a good thing?
I mean, some people own up to it and just be like, I messed up. Some people would just say, I ain't ish and I ain't never going to be, some people, but it just kind of seems like.
But most people, they going to try to point out your faults. At least that's what the women, and shout out to the ladies, by the way. That's what the women up in my DM mostly say. Mel, I went through the same thing. When my ex-husband tried to do the same, that's what I get more of than anything.
That's deep, man. That's deep.
Yeah.
Well, I salute you and commend you and for all the single mothers out there for being a mom. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we see on your social media that you're handling your business and just being strong and moving forward and continuing to, proceed.
And you know what? For me, honestly, it's all about purpose. It's all about purpose. And sometimes you can be in a situation that's holding you back from your purpose because you're on an emotional roller coaster and you've gotten used to the toxicity and the cycle of that marriage.
How long were y'all together?
14 years. 14 years.
Wow.
Married 12 plus.
Wow.
So you can get used to that cycle, caught up in that cycle, but whenever you break free, it allows you to truly walk in your purpose the way that God intended for you to walk in your purpose. So when I, get all of these DMs and, different acts to speak at different places from women who are like, I've been there or I'm there right now, or Mel, you've given me the strength to make a tough decision because I see, how this hasn't been good for me. That's what it's all about. And pulling strength from one another. I just had a 24-hour fast, actually. We had about 250 ladies participate in it. So ladies all over the country. We did a 24-hour fast, did a midday prayer, and it was amazing. Yep.
Okay. So for women that want to be entrepreneurs, for women that want to get to the money like you get to the money, like what kind of advice would you give them? What's the first step to becoming a successful entrepreneur? And after you pray. You got to pray first.
Oh, yeah, you got it, man. Yeah. With everything you do, you got to pray. But definitely the first step is making up in your mind that you're going to go get it no matter what it takes. Doesn't matter if anybody, your family supports you or not. Doesn't matter if you know your passion yet. That's another thing people get caught up on is, well, I don't really know what my passion is. Just get to doing something. And I promise you'll get to your passion. Like when I started as an entrepreneur, I was cleaning dirty toilets and foreclosed properties, poop all over the toilets on the floor, doing all of that. Was that my passion? Right. Absolutely not.
But you did what you had to do.
But I did what I had to do, and it set me up to be able to make millions in a short amount of time. Then I got to my passion, which was, we want to invite her to come speak as a motivational speaker because she's done something amazing. So that led me to getting to my passion. So I tell people, don't think you got to know what your passion is right off. Get to work. It'll come.
Okay. And then what about the open conversation to entrepreneurs that sometimes it just won't go smooth? You know what I'm saying? Like I tell that to new entrepreneurs, like they might have a great first year. Yeah. Right. And I say, hey, when you work for yourself, you pay yourself. So you can have a great first year, but then you can have a month where you zero out. You can have a month where you lose money.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The overhead. So what would you say to entrepreneurs that's going along the journey, starts good, but then they kind of hit a bump in the road?
I would say that's not something that that no one goes through. We all experience that, like you said. Prepare yourself as best as you can for those rainy days or those rainy months. Don't allow it to discourage you to the point where you give up on your dream or your journey, because it's a part of the journey. Every month wasn't a profitable month for us. So imagine if we had have given up. At one time, I was covering 7 states for banks, taking care of their foreclosed properties. some of the states I'd never even been to. At times, contractors didn't show up when they were supposed to. I didn't allow that to make me say, just forget it. I don't want to do it no more. Nah. Okay, what's next? Okay, who can I get over here real quick? You know what I mean? So you got to be able to think critical, be a critical thinker, be able to put out fires, and, you know that your journey is your journey, and every day won't be a day of sunshine. However, this is something I say all the time, we all have to get a little rain sometimes, because it gives the person who's been getting rain a break from the rain so they can get some sunshine. So that's how I look at it. You know what? If things ain't going my way right now, it's all good. As long as I'm giving my sister or my brother a little break, because if I'm getting a little rain, that means they getting some sunshine. So it's all good.
I like it. I like it. Now, a very big part of Hoodrich Radio is a segment called Direct Messages Exposed, right?
Oh, I don't even like the sound of that. Am I done? Can I leave yet? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even like the sound of it.
But what it does is it just puts light. You don't have to call by name if you don't want to, if you don't choose to. But it just puts light on some of the things going on in your DM. So could you please grab your phone and just give us one memorable direct message moment, expose someone. You don't have to say their name. We've had people send crazy pictures. We have people offer money. We have people offer to fly people out. We've had people offer to bring third people into their homes and relations. It's all kind of craziness going on. So what's going on in Melody Holt's direct messages? Give us one.
All right, sure. Okay, so I'm going to get past a lot of these ladies up in here, Here's this one. Yes, good morning, beautiful. And this is from someone, let me see how long they've been DMing me. Let me tell you, let me scroll up here.
Persistence? You just said don't give up.
Persistence,
You just said don't give up. That's what you said.
They have been DMing me since, it should be almost, okay, we at February now. God dang, look at all them kissy faces. Oh, there go an airplane, speaking of flying out. There go a picture of an emoji of money. Let me see. Here we go, March 9th, 2019.
Since the pandemic.
God,
before the pandemic.
God.
Since way before the pandemic.
Good morning, beautiful. Are you single? I'm just reading the messages.
Mm-hmm. You didn't reply to any of them?
Nope. December 27th, I didn't reply. December 28th, I didn't. That's when I replied. December 28th this year, 2020.
Yeah.
They said, good morning, beautiful. I said, good morning. How are you? Just admiring your page. Doing well. Thanks.
Right.
Is it possible I can meet you someday? No answer.
Right.
I didn't answer that.
You should have said no. Right. You should have said no now.
No answer. We got to respond all the time.
No means no. When you don't say no, you got to understand. When you don't tell a person no, I tell people this, then they might keep going.
Well, they kept going. They kept going. Good morning. Happy New Year. Damn, you so lit. Why I've never seen you. Happy New Year. Can I meet you in 2021? Yeah, And then I said, I'm not interested in meeting people right now. They said, okay, respect.
Yeah. And was this a blue check or not? That's the only thing.
Let me click and see. Blue check.
Blue check? Okay.
Yep.
We ain't gonna go much further than that. Blue checks up in Melody Holt's DMs.
I did have now this was a funny one. I ain't even gonna lie. Rick Ross DM'd me one time.
Okay.
Yeah, sure did.
About some business or otherwise?
It was kind of crazy. The thing is, so my cousin, all right, I'm gonna pull that DM up. Mm-hmm. My cousin knows him. So when I saw it, I thought it was like, okay. He said June 26th. He said, I see you.
That's
the C, and the U.
That's a Ross DM.
Yeah, I see you.
That's a Ross DM.
And I said, hey, I think you know my cousin, but I see you back. He said, flyness, send a contact. I brought my cousin up again. You know my cousin.
Right.
Then that was it.
That was it. Eli, I want to talk to your cousin. I want to talk to you.
So, yeah, man. But, you know, people, they take their shots in the DM sometimes.
Now, this is the question that you may answer honestly or not honestly, but have you ever slid in someone's DMs?
Uh-huh.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Like on the same way they were sliding in yours?
Nah, on
not
business.
Like all business. Okay, that's not sliding.
Oh,
that's
that ain't
business.
sliding.
No, that's not
Dang,
sliding.
I mean, is that a hop then? I mean,
yeah, that's like a hop.
That's a
like,
hop.
let me hop in here about this money. Sliding is when you're trying to, like, slide, like, be slick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
You ain't never did that.
I done hopped in the DMs.
Hop, but not sliding.
Let's get to this money.
Yeah, I feel you. So listen, before we wrap, we got to talk about this music. So what music is out now? What music is coming out? What are you going to do as far as performances? What can the fans look forward to?
Oh, absolutely. So this Saturday, man, my first performance is in Shreveport, Louisiana, the Bayou Classic, and got some a whole great lineup for the weekend. Trina the rock star, myself, Justin Jones, Fred Hammond. So it's going to be a great weekend. So I'm performing Saturday night at the Lot. So you guys make sure y'all get y'all tickets to come to that performance. And then I'm performing in Huntsville end of May. And then I'm opening for Eric Benet in Georgia, August 28th.
Oh, you booked and busy.
Yeah, and got a few more things in the works too. So my song that's out right now, Telltale Signs, I call it the new women's anthem, bringing back that good old school R&B. It was originally produced for Ron Isley of the Isley Brothers. So my manager, Dawn Michelle, kind of hijacked that music up out of Bob Robinson, and he's a Grammy Award winning producer with Tim and Bob. And so it's just, a song that people can feel, pulls at your emotions, tugs at your heart, and is relatable, you know? And of course, I got some more things in the work. Absolutely. I don't have to do anything.
There you go. I love it. Big shouts out to Melody Holt, pulling up the Hoodrich Radio, chop it up with DJ Screamy, everybody at Instagram, so you can get even more followers than you already have.
Absolutely. Check me out, guys, on Instagram, Melody S. Holt, MELODYSHOLT.
All right, you know what it is, 105.3 The Beat, DJ Screams, Hoodrich Radio. Keep us locked.